I guess it's wow. I had a hard time pressing that button because I'm so short now. I have a short arm, but yes, I know. I look a little messy today. Okay, here we go. It's recording, and you caught me right in the middle of my midweek food prep. But I'm going to take a little, put this aside, and I want to welcome you to my channel. This is Mrs. Homemaker's channel, and welcome back. And as usual, I think I need to adjust my camera. Hold on, if you see me disappear. Oh, I, okay, I think it's a better angle. Like I said, I am no professional. It's just like a home movie, or it's not scripted or anything, so what you see is what you get here. Okay, now, like I said, oops, I'm in the middle of my home food prep, and as usual, I'm making the usual. You know what this bowl is, don't you? You've seen it many times. You should know. It's my salad bowl. Every week, I always have a salad ready, especially in the summertime. Not so much in the winter, but in the salads are a must-have for the summer, at least for me. And I thought I would make a video on my summertime must-have, which is, of course, salad. And I'll get to the other stuff later. But I do want to show you, um, I usually put, whether it's macaroni salad or potato salad, I often make my go-to simple recipe, which is mayo or salad dressing, if you prefer. Uh, Mayo and about half the amount or a little bit less of sour cream. I'd say about ratio is half and half. And I think I put it away. Horseradish. Yes, I did buy horseradish. Last time I made video, I didn't have horseradish, but I did talk about it. And it does make a big difference. I like that little punch. And uh, Dijon mustard if you have some. If not, you can omit that too. It's very flexible. I like recipes like that where you don't really need a excuse me, where you don't really need a recipe per se. You just wing it. But yeah, I think I'm going to turn that video off. Okay, it was a little distracting, at least for me. You might not have heard it, but I have uh, a show going on my YouTube, not YouTube, Roku channel. Anyway, yes. What was? See, there's another thing for those of you who are visiting my channel for the first time. you will quickly realize that I tend to not be so focused. My train of thoughts just disappears quickly. So bear with me. This is how I am, and I don't think I'm going to change. I would like to. You let me know if I ever change. And I do have a lot of cats, which you don't see too many right now. Oh yeah, of course. You know who that is. Those two cats. This is Marty, the black and white one. That's Marty. And the other one, the tan one, is Bogey. And of course the rabbits on the floor, which he's waiting. He's not going to bed because he's waiting for a little snack. He loves celery leaves. Ready? There we go. Here, celery leaves. So, and we have, I think it's Teresa. She's laying on that black table. And Laylee's on the floor eating. And she's just looking up because I just called her name. But that's about it. The rest is upstairs. Yes, I named quite a few. So you can guess we do have a lot of cats. And before I get started, I do want to let you know that I am promoting adoptions from pet shelters, because they really, most of the pet shelters that I know are full, and they need a lot of your help, not only in donations but also to adopt a pet from the shelter. You know, all those pets, they all need a home. It's not the same. I just saw something flashing. It's not the same. Although they're well taken care of in the shelter, it's really never the same as a home where they get to have their own bed and feel secure that they're going to be fed well and loved well. So please adopt a pet from the shelter. Thank you. If you did already, if you're contemplating, you know, I thank you ahead of time. So, okay, let's get started. Oh yeah, I was talking about the macaroni salad. Yes, I always have some. I'm in the process of making it, but I always like to add carrot if I have. You know, this show is also about no stress. It's simple, easy, delicious, and no stress. So I happen to have a carrot, and the way I always like to peel my carrot first, even though you wash it, because it gives you a nice bright orange when you peel the outside layer. How's that? Outside layer. And I always have a scrap bowl. I call it bucket, but it's really a bowl. Excuse me. I felt a sneeze coming on. Yes, this is real. Like I said, you know, real people sneeze. They have this itchy nose or whatever. And unlike the professional where they cut the tape and do their thing and they come back. No, you're going to see me do it right in front of you. So, but I do try to be ladylike when I do that. I need a grater. No, I'm really not cooking or anything. I'm just prepping the food. Just wanted to show you how adding a carrot just makes everything pop. In the previous video, I talked about how green peas I often add green peas to the salads if you have it. If not, don't worry about it. Just put whatever you want to put in. It's always a good idea to put some vegetables in. That way your kids or your hubby, whoever eats it, will get vegetables. Never enough vegetables. No, they talk about how many servings. I'm going to read my note and just pop. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's just doing the background checks. But Sarge had his computer hacked, which he well, not really, he wasn't hacked. He catches it right away. You know, he works with computers and he's pretty good at that stuff. So he's well protected. But since we were talking about it, every time Norton pops out, I have to look. So if you see me looking, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I didn't really eat the whole carrot. Okay, that should be enough. And you'll also find me switching from one topic to another, you know, jumping around, because that's what I do. But that's what this show, the channel, is really all about. It's more like you just coming for a visit my home. Yep, I'm opening my home doors to everybody. Okay, so just by adding carrots, see how it pops up, the color comes out. And I mean, there's more to it, but this is all I'm gonna do for now. I didn't have relish. I also put relish, but I ran out of relish. I can't believe it, even in the pantry. So, well, you can tell it's at I have to do my grocery shopping soon. But if you don't have relish, and if you happen to have pickles, go ahead and use the pickles. Dice them up small. You know, what is relish? It's pickles. You know. So, talking about pickles. See, I have everything out because I can't remember what I wanted to talk about. And I do want to show you a lot of stuff. Like I said, this is all about sharing. And I think my niece is watching, so this is, you know, all my videos are also to share tips and stuff as if she was right here living in the same town. We don't live in the same town, so I don't get to see her. Oh, I don't have to. It's sealed. But I make these fermented vegetables. I just wanted to let you know what I do. This is the last jar. But yes, I have pickles. I mean, I call them pickles. Cucumbers, Carrots are really tasty. And cauliflower. I love cauliflowers too. Garlic. And I think that's it. Onions. I used to put radish, and it's tasty, but it colors everything. It makes everything red. Even the cucumbers get tinted. So radish, I don't put in. Not mixed in like this anyway. And of course, pickled red beets are good. But that's another. I just put only red beets in. Sometimes I put onions in it. But you don't want to mix that with this. No. It would just, the color would just bleed all over. Everything would be red. So That's another summer must-haves. And of course, I'm drinking lemonade, so you should, I like to have a lemonade on hand. That and I make iced tea. I just make everything in small portions, so that sometimes you don't drink that fast, especially when you're just the two of us. It's not like we have a large family. So my videos are great for older couples whose children have moved away and they're just all by themselves now. So most of my foods are geared for small portions, and for newlyweds, they're just two people. So yeah, it's mostly for small families like that. But of course, you can always double it, or most recipes are usually made for uh, servings of four. So there you go. Just to let you know that in case you guys are wondering why I make everything in small batches. So let me put these away. I just wanted to put it out so I don't forget to tell you what I do. That's something you might want to try making I call it pickles, but it's fermented vegetable. It's lime. So it's, I'm trying to remember how you say that. Probiotic? I think it's probiotic. Is that how you say it? I'll look it up next time and say it right, pronounce it right. But it has all you know, the good germs. It's good for you. Oh, while I was in the refrigerator, I wanted to show you bananas. What do you do with bananas that get kind of brown? Like this. First off, I would slice it and put it in the freezer. They're great for uh, they're great for to make ice creams, actually like banana treats and smoothies. It's all kinds of stuff you can do with frozen bananas. So yeah, I'll be sharing some of those with you. But this was not frozen; it was in the refrigerator. As soon as they start turning uh, color, I put it in the refrigerator. It will make it go brown faster, but it will save the texture of the banana. Will stay firm longer. But for the most part, until it turns a little bit brown, I keep it, on a banana tree. I call it banana trees with a hook that you hang the bananas, or in my with my fruits. You can't see it. Anyway, I have a tier dish that I keep my fruits. And I only buy my fruits in small portions too, because I don't like to spend money and have it wasted. So, and the store is only like 5 minutes away, not even that. So yeah, I just go often, but I'll put this here for now. But that's what I do because I'm gonna freeze that. That's sort of like a food prep thingy. And you will also find out I make my own words up, sort of like a baby talk or slang, my own slang. Okay, now let's put the. I don't know why I feel like sneezing often today. Always taste your food, no matter what you make, and at different stages, so you can season it accordingly. Good. those of you who are new to my channel, you will quickly discover I use a lot of spoons and forks, utility gadgets like that. So that went down the wrong way. Now to that, I also add eggs. Let me drain this out first. That's another thing I do. I don't need to repeat, but I always like to have eggs. Since it is a summer must-have topic, I thought I would repeat it again. You just put eggs in cold water, bring it to a bubbly boil, and turn it off, and you let it sit for 20 minutes, and it's cooked perfect. But yeah, I'll probably put 2 eggs in here. I usually peel it because we eat it so fast. It does last longer if you don't peel it. Oh my gosh, it really went down the wrong way. I just had that tickle. And usually, you guys know that I always drink hot lemon water. Today I'm drinking lemonade, but I still drink my hot lemon tea. So let me put the eggs away. Oh wait, I'm gonna put this away too. And when you peel eggs, just crack it gently all over and just roll it. I'm repeating this now. I said this numerously on my previous food prep shows. I'm just repeating it because eggs are a summer must-haves. There's nothing like cold, hard-boiled eggs when it's chilled cold eggs on a summer to snack on summer days. Trust me, it really cools you off. I love it. Plus, you can use it for salads like this. Like I said, I repeat this over and over because some of you may not have seen my first videos. And for those people, go back and check some of my previous videos. I have lots of hints and stuff. And the eggs is something I mentioned before. But, I want to show you the carrots on it. See how nice it peels off? For the most part, I don't have problems peeling eggs. I know some people do, but I cook it with boiling point and just leave it sit for 20 minutes. And if I cut this open, you will find out it's a perfect egg. I'll show it to you. I'm going to cut it open for you. But I do want to keep this video short. I'm looking at the time. It's 24 minutes. And I still have other things I wanted to share with you, so I should really rush. But you know me, and again, for those of you coming back, you guys know there is no such thing as rush for Mrs. Homemaker. Now I'm really slow. As slow as they come. We do have a turtle for a pet too. Yeah. And One day I'll introduce his name is Tommy. I'll introduce Tommy to you guys. But I often say I'm slower than Tommy, and you know turtles are slow. Well, they are. Oops. Ooh, 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 ooh. The yolk just fell off because I want to tilt it and show it to you. See, perfect, perfectly cooked eggs, and you don't have to worry. Is it going to be runny or is it going to be, you know, done enough for hard-boiled eggs? It's done. I've never had problems since I have discovered that trick. That's what I said. Everything I discovered and still discovering, you come to my channel and I will share it with you. I'm not just talking. If you pay attention, you will find that I do offer a lot of tips, but because I am slow, you might miss it. And sometimes if I'm too slow and you get a little, what do you call it, impatient or antsy, they call it, you can always fast forward, you know. If I'm pausing a little bit too long or just, I do that sometimes trying to get my thoughts because it's not scripted. So sometimes I pause to think what I'm going to say. I like to think before I open my mouth. So, which is a good thing sometimes. Sometimes some people just talk. But me, I have to think what I say. It's just the way I am again. So when I start doing that, you may want to fast forward. You know, you can always fast forward, go backward, or pause. You know, if you have things to do and my video is a little long. But trust me, most of my recipe, no matter how long my videos are, it's really not that long. It's just that I cannot talk and do things at the same time. When I'm talking, my hands stop, just like now. So that's where most of the time is spent. I want to hurry up and cut this egg so I can make this video a little shorter. I don't really want to make 1 hour videos because I think if I'm not looking at the camera, that's because I'm trying to cut this egg um, and concentrate on talking. I forget what I was saying. Oh, about the length of the video. I want to make it short only because I think most people's attention span is not, can handle shorter ones better than a longer video. I think. I I might be the exception because I do everything slow, so I don't mind long videos. But even I get, not that it's boring or anything, but I watch other people's video, and sometimes I do fast forward. So please, if that happens, go ahead and fast forward. I still get a view, and it would be nice if you could comment. I'm gonna have to uh, work a little harder in trying to engage myself with you guys. I'm just not good at that stuff. I don't consider myself to be antisocial. I am, but I don't know how you say this. But I'm not very, I don't know how you say it. I shouldn't say outgoing. I'm not very, I don't know what to say, how to describe it. I'm more reserved. How's that? I'm gonna wash my hand a little bit. I hate to show my back all the time to you. I should have one. I would love to have one of those sinks where you have the one of those small. I'm not saying a counter with the small sink, like a bar sink. Yep. I'm just gonna leave this salad as is for now. I'll probably be adding, not probably, I will be adding celery to this. It's good. Celery and maybe a little bit more pepper. I also put some pepper. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this and the egg in the refrigerator, and I'll be right back. Okay. I want to freeze the blueberries. I had picked blueberries today. The cherries I picked them. This is our cherries from the cherry tree. I picked them a couple days earlier. This is all that's left. They were on the top. I'm surprised the birds didn't get them. But yeah, the cherries come first. They're all done. I ran out of Ziploc bag too. I can just pop cherries. Cherries are good for you. You know, they're full of antioxidants. And what is that word? They're good for gout. GOUT. And full of vitamin C and I forget all kinds of stuff that's good for you. Trust me, they're good for you. I also froze some. Every time I walk by here, I have to hop over the bunny. All of a sudden, he decided he's going to stay there. I forgot one. I like food berries, preserving berries, because they're so easy to do. And I have raspberry, blueberries, and cherries. And the preparation is all the same. You just wash, rinse them good. I like to wash ahead of time. Just like you just saw me, when they're frozen, I just pop it in my mouth. So you don't have to worry about washing them. And when you wash them, they get watery. So for recipes, it's going to be added water. Hey, 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 hey. Be nice. You kitty. They're fighting. Well, I don't know if they're fighting, but the little one doesn't like. Yes, I have to monitor my cats. So you will often see my eyes wander around, which they tell. Uh, if you watch the YouTube influencers, they will tell you don't look around and you know don't pause or don't walk away from the camera. Well, sorry, but I'm breaking all the rules here. No wonder I'm not getting my views. But some people, the people who come back, claim it's real, and they like that. It's more believable, and they trust me because they know it's real, which is good. And that's the image I really wanted to portray. The real me, not this perfect me, because I'm not perfect at all. And you will see I make a lot of mistakes right on the camera. But the good news is I try not to stress, and I encourage you guys not to stress because there's almost always, a way to fix your mistakes. And that's what I'm known for too. When I make mistakes right on the camera and quickly. This comes with age, trust me. It comes with age and making all the mistakes. So I find a way to fix the mistakes, and I share that tips with you guys. So okay, this goes in the freezer. And another thing I'm gonna do before I clean up is I'm gonna peel the potatoes and boil them. Because I like to have potatoes on hand, so I use a big potato pan, and it makes potatoes take a while to cook. It makes food preparation much faster if you have cooked potatoes on hand. But don't cook it till it's mushy or overdone. It's either, depending on the recipes, it's either done. I like mine done. I rarely cook them before it's done because even if you put it in the oven and stuff, it'll still come out good. So yeah, I like to cook them ahead of time. Then you can use it for uh, fried potato. And I'm going to be making a video on hunky eggs. Remember, uh, if you watch I think this is my last video that I made. I'm trying to think, what did I make last? Oh, biscuits. Yes, I make biscuits. I wanted to make gravy, what do you call sausage gravy. That's why I made biscuits. So sausage gravy is going to be my next video. But on the menu, I'll bring the menu up before. Okay. Summer brunch, grilled pineapple wedge, hunky eggs. So you need potatoes. Remember I said it's like fried potatoes and you crack eggs and onions and peppers and whatever meat you have. But I'm going to make it for you and show it to you. And biscuits with sausage gravy, rhubarb raspberry crumble with whipped topping. So I was going to make whipped topping, but I think it's 40 minutes, so I'm going to have to close it because I told myself don't make it an hour. I said 30 minutes to 40 minutes, but I'm going over now. It's 40 minutes and a couple seconds. But yes, I'm going to be make yourself some whipped cream, which is easy. I even had this ready because I wanted to make that. All you do is get heavy cream, and you pour it in, and you whip it, and that's it. And it turns to whipped cream. Then in halfway, it doesn't really matter when, but I usually wait like halfway or till it starts getting slightly thick. You put sugar, and vanilla if you want vanilla flavoring, sugar and vanilla, and you whip it till it gets as stiff as you want. I don't like mine too stiff though, till it reaches a nice peak. Because when you put it on your dessert, it looks pretty. And that's about it. I think I have everything covered that I wanted to cover. And I did tell you about the bananas, right? That you can freeze them too and put it in. So this video is mainly about how to freeze summer fruits. And if you're lucky, like I am, and have some trees, I wish I had more though. But here in Maine, you're limited to what you can grow. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, like the bananas, of course, we have to buy them. But yeah, you can just chop them up. And brown bananas you can buy in stores for a very cheap price. So if you're making banana bread or something like that, great thing to have. You can use frozen ones too for that. So yeah, chop them up and put in the freezer. And all the berries, just wash and then strain it till all the liquids are gone. You might want to pat it dry. That would help too. And freeze them and put it in the bag, and that's it. See how simple it is, and you get to enjoy it year round. So with that, I'm going to close this video by saying I pray peace to the world and to all of you as always, and God bless. Have a wonderful remaining day. Bye bye. My kitties are behaving today. Bye bye.